gift of helps, which is also known as the gift of service. And that gift, when you have that gift, it enables you to assist people to fulfill needs, practical needs, and even spiritual as well. People that give, we say, have a servant heart. They have a willingness to serve others. They don't see it as a demeaning thing, and they have a desire to support the work of God and work of and the work of others. They support people with other gifts, and it's not one of the gifts that is highlighted. People with other gifts, gifts of tongues and leadership and that sort of thing, it's upfront. But this gift is done kind of behind the scenes. They serve behind the scenes wherever there's support that is needed, and they do it without having to be asked. And they don't do things for recognition. They do it because they have a heart to do it. They see a need and they give to that need, whether it's financially, whether it's their time, their ability, whatever it is, they sow into that need because they have the gift of help. And then I was telling you that there is a ministry of help, which every Christian is supposed to be a part of. So there are some people who have that natural gift, but all of us are supposed to be able to want to help. And we saw that the dictionary definition of help is to make it easier or possible for someone to do something by offering your services or resources. And I want to say that again. To help is to make it easier or to make it possible for someone, and let me stick in someone in need, to do something by offering your services or resources. I asked you the question last evening, can you help somebody and not help them? By helping them, you're not helping them. And you said yes, and some of you gave an example, like when you help your children out with their homework, you go and do the homework for them. And but you're not really helping them because they don't really understand. But you maybe because you don't have the time, or you want your child to come across as bright, you do the homework for them. So when they present it to the teacher would be impressed. All right, you also not help people by helping them to cheat or even to steal. I ask the question, if I lie to get you out of trouble, am I helping you? If someone on drugs asks you for money, would you give them? And are you helping them by giving them? So we ended where I asked the question, if you lost something and I helped you to look for it, but it was not found, have you helped the person? And we had some we had some interesting remarks, and that's where we ended last evening. If you lost something and I helped you to look for it, but we didn't find it, have I helped you? And Joshua had one opinion, and his opinion was different to everybody else. So I don't know if he's prepared tonight to defend his position. And I don't know if
Just
you
send
have
Dr.
come.
Richard. I'm ready anytime.
I
I stand by what I say.
Okay. And I don't know if the others are willing to challenge you on that position. So we want to kick it off there this evening. So for those of you who may have missed last evening, let me say it again. If you lost something and I helped you to look for it, if Joshua lost something and I helped him to look for it, but we didn't find it, Joshua said I was of no help to him. I did not help him. But some of you see it differently. So I want you, if having thought about it last evening, if you're willing to change your mind and side with Joshua, because Joshua is saying that it depends on the outcome. Help is dependent on the outcome. If the outcome is not the desired outcome, then you would not have helped. This is his position. What is your position? Anybody is willing to challenge Joshua's position tonight? Let's hear you. You can put your hand up now and challenge that position. What do you say? And if you're not were not here tonight, last night, what do you think? Because we're talking about help. And Joshua has said, you are no help to me. You did not help me if I did not accomplish the task. You did not help me because the end game was not achieved. So talk to me, people. Come. Last night, everybody was going. We had to cut it off to stop. We want to. I know. Sometimes you gotta get warmed up, but let's know. Time is going. So
I don't know if we want to start with Elder Sheldon. Because I know he was making a point last night, and we know we had to kind of cut off early. So I don't know if we wanted. I don't know. It's up to him. But I'm saying he was kind of making a point last night, and he wasn't able to finish his point. So I don't know if he wants to come back again and finish the point. I don't know.
Are you challenging Elder Sheldon, Joshua?
No, I'm not challenging him. I'm giving him the opportunity.
Well, I am leaving the floor open. I'm leaving the floor open for now.
For now, he's leaving the floor open for now. All right. Anyone else wants to take a position on that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he realized what I'm saying is the truth. I don't know. I don't want to.
Don't try to beat him. Don't try to beat.
You're not beating me, Joshua, but I stand by what I said. I stand by what I see also too.
Okay. So anybody else want to jump in the fray?
I not seen. I seen. Oh wait, I think there's a hand up. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sister Susan, hand is up.
Sister Susan, let's hear you.
Hi, Ignite. You all hearing me?
Yes.
Right. I was there last night, and I wanted to say to us, I think it's Ella Gail. I can't remember who it was saying, yes, you help the person if you help them quit. What I am saying is, if you lost something and I decide to help you look for it, I would help you by trying to find out where you had it last, so then I help you in a manner. If you can remember where you had it last, I can, but I help you because I asking you along the way which part you was with it last, that we could find it. So I feel like I help, because I helping you to remember where last you had it. So that's my take on that.
Okay, thank you, Sister Susan.
Okay, we have Sister Janet Thomas, then Auntie Gail.
Good night, family.
Good night.
Minister Joshua, I would like to know if I helped you to find this, whatever was lost. What happens to the energy that I use? Isn't it appreciated? That is my question.
Thank you.
I guess it is appreciated, but again, it wasn't found, so it would have been a waste of energy. I mean, I'm not saying that you put in the effort means nothing, right? It still means something that you were willing to come and assist with finding the key, or finding whatever was lost, right? But since it wasn't found, then what you did didn't really help because of the fact that whatever was lost wasn't found.
I wonder if I will feel bad about that, to know that I use so much energy.
And then he says you didn't help me. And then he says you didn't help me.
Yes, Minister Joshua. I won't feel so happy about that, knowing that I tried to assist. And then you're telling me now that I didn't help you. Minister Joshua. Okay, that's my thing. That's my thing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Janet. Auntie Gail?
Yes, good night, everyone. Well, I am almost like Sister Janet, because I put myself out of the way. I had other things to do, and I put it aside just to help you look for that, whatever it is you're looking for. And we didn't find it. So I put myself on hold, to look for to help you look for whatever it was you had to look for. Well, I wasn't here. I didn't hear that last night. So I not right for you to say I didn't help you. I tried. That's the most I could have done. Your thing is, where did you put that key, or how you lost the key or something? So it's whatever. But I really did try, because I put myself out of the way when I could have been doing something else to look for the key for you. And let's say we look for hours and we didn't find whatever it is that had to be found, and then things. So what? Is you to blame? Your responsibility, not me. I helped you.
Okay. Thank you, Auntie Gail. Thank you.
Sister Debbie, then Sister Ursula, and then Minister Bernadette.
Yeah. Pleasant night. You know what? Well, you know what? I will say that I help him. So let me just say, we have a building to search. If I go into room number 1 and 2, therefore he don't have to go into the room number 1 and 2. So therefore I will, take on the different. We will share it up then. So that's why I will say I did help you. Although we didn't find the item, I did help you, by narrowing down the space where you would have to be searching the whole building by yourself. So yes, I did help.
Thank you, Sister Debbie. Who's the next one? Sister Ursula.
Hello, good night, everybody. I would like to say that to Brother Joshua, even if, like, I would not say for you, but I would say for Christ. Even if we come together to do something and we're doing it to the honor of God, right? And one of us declared that, oh, no, you didn't do nothing. You didn't even pray. You didn't even say, well, look here or there. You didn't even, you just had your eye open and you was just not saying one word, right? And I said, but I was there with you. I there with you because we both have faith together to make things move or to find something. And even if we didn't accomplish it that same time or that same day, I know for sure that how I put in my effort and you did put in your effort. But if you declare that, oh, well, my effort was not countable, therefore my faith to believe that we could have get this done, it would have been done. But you believe that, oh, I didn't do anything, I didn't deserve to say, yes, I helped you. That is not fair. So we both had to be together in agreement to find something and to stand together that, yes, we could accomplish covering our area where you may miss something or lost something than you alone looking for it. Whether we didn't find it or not, maybe we understand that, oh, you was not there with the item also, but you may have put it somewhere else or it may remain home. All right? That's my intake for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Minister Bernadette?
I think I am going on this side with Minister Joshua. Compared to last evening, I will explain. There is even in conversation, right? Let's say because I use this my job as an example. Now a patient crashes, the medical personnel, they resuscitate, they get back the patient, right? They get back the patient, let's say the downtime was 5 minutes. The brain cannot go without oxygen for 5 minutes. But you did get back the patient, but in what state? So you are, as a medical personnel, you say you help, but what do you tell the family? I tried. So in truth and in fact, it did not help. So it all depends on the situation, because to you, you helped, but to the patient, you did not. Because now the patient is alive, yes, but the patient still cannot, don't have his normal faculties. The patient is in a vegetative state. So you didn't, in truth and in fact, it didn't help. So it all depends on the situation and how you look at it. So yeah, so it's the giver of the help and the receiver of the help. Because I might think look like the keys. I helped, I give my time, but to the receiver, I didn't help because the keys was not found. So I am on Minister Joshua's side with this one.
Woo.
With much
Jane,
trust.
Joshua, you have a recruit. Okay, you pull over one to your side. Next person.
We have two people, right? But before we go to them two people, I just want to say one thing, right? And I think that the reason why most people are disagreeing is because of the fact that I think they take it as me saying that you were of no help, as me saying that what you did didn't matter. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is your act in the end, it even though, like, I appreciate you, for example, with the keys, I appreciate you coming to assist with to find the keys, right? But what you would have said is I would help you find the key. All right. The goal, the objective of you even searching in the first place was to find the key. And because the key was not found, then what you did was not helping. And let's use an example of, for example, let's say I want to become an entrepreneur, right? I want to make a business. I want to build a business, right? If I go, let's say I go through all the hoops, right? I go to school, right? I get the money, I build the capital, I do everything that I'm supposed to do, but the business fails. For some reason, I'm not able to have my own business. At the end of that, am I able to say that I became an entrepreneur? I can't, because even though I would have gone through the process and even though I would have gone through the act of trying to become an entrepreneur, the fact is at the end of the day, I didn't become an entrepreneur. The reason why is because, and the reason why I say I did not become an entrepreneur is because the goal was to have my own business. And because the business failed, or I was not able to even open the business, is different. Because it's different too if I open a business and then it fails, meaning that we start to sell stuff and then afterwards it started to die down and the business fails. That's different. I could say that I was an entrepreneur because I opened the business. But if for whatever reason I'm not even to even open the business in the first place, then I was never an entrepreneur, right? And that's the same thing that I'm saying with the key, right? The goal was to find the key, right? Even though we would have gone through the process and gone through the hoops and done all that we could have done everything humanly possible to find the key was not found. So I'm saying you did not help because of the fact that the goal was to find the key and the key was not found. Same thing with the entrepreneur. If I want to own my own business and I'm not able to open the business, then I did not become an entrepreneur, even though I would have gone through all the process. That's just one thing I want to say. I don't know if that would try to help, because I'm still trying to help you all understand, because I feel like it, and I don't want you all to take this the wrong way, but I feel like you all are thinking a little bit too emotional per se, right? Because of the fact that I think that you all the family, I feel like all of you all are thinking that the process, the mere fact that I was able to offer it, or the mere fact that I was going through or take time out of my day to help you to find the key, then I helped you. But at the end of the day, then I mean, I'm not saying it isn't worth it isn't worth anything, right? The time is still worth something, right? And because of that, right, I would have the process would have been quicker. The process of looking for the key would have been quicker, because let's say you looking left, I'm looking right. So because of that, I don't have to look left, right? Because I know that you are looking left. So the process of looking for the key would have gone quicker. But I'm saying you didn't really help because the key wasn't found. I don't know. I'm just trying to help you all understand. I don't know if you'll probably still disagree with me.
Well, Joshua, apparently you're not helping, because if you only help
Right,
one person.
You see? So basically,
only
you
one
see?
person, you only
So
help Sister Bernadette. Based on what you are saying, huh? I'm just
right.
doing this based on
Yes,
what you are
and
saying.
I agree
So
fully.
you're not
You see?
helping. All
So
right.
what I'm
Okay.
saying is I'm trying, but at the end result is to try to help you all to understand. But because you're not understanding, then I'm not helping, basically.
Let's
Right?
move.
So
Let's move on to the next
So
person.
let's move on to let's move on to but first before we go to the person, I see we have some comment. I see someone says, I say let go of expectation so that the value of help is in the act itself, not in the guarantee of a favorable result. Right? Another says, another says no expectations, no obligation, so you won't be disappointed. Another says, so you didn't help because the quality of life is diminished. You still helped. Another says, thin line with helping and trying to help, which I'm trying to, which is what I'm trying to say. But another says, I say let go of expectations so that the value, oh, well, the same thing, but to help is equal to assist. And another says, but my energy was in vain. And that's what I'm trying to say. But we have Sister Eladine, right? Sister Eladine, your hand is up.
I was just asking Brother Mr. Joshua, what about my time? I left what I have to do and come to help you to look for this key. We searched all around my time, and I could have been doing something else. And I devote my time to come and help you, but unfortunately, we did not find it. But the time should be appreciated.
Yeah, and I'm not saying your time isn't worth anything. I'm saying that the end result shows that that regardless of you giving in your time, because I feel like in order to help, right, your intervention must have changed the result. Meaning that without you, something it means that the outcome had to have been because of your intervention. So if you intervene and nothing changes, then it doesn't really added to anything because you despite your intervention the outcome was still the same. Again, we have no other hands up, Dr. Richards. That's why I'm trying to
okay. All right, let me okay, I'll jump in a minute. Yes.
Dr.
Go ahead.
I have a question for Minister Joshua. I know, not a question. I just want to say, Minister Joshua, I kind of agree with what Sister Cindy said the other night. Yeah, if last evening, because if I'm for example, like what I said about the keys, right? If we are finding the keys and we spend hours finding it means that I still help you. It's not a waste of time. I find if I look for help you find something and we spend like half an hour or 3 or 5 hours, I still help you. So I don't know why Mr. Just was saying that is a waste of time. I just find that I still help you. Okay, that's what I want to say.
Thank you.
I feel like I maybe should have said it a little bit better because I think that people and again, it's not that your time wasn't appreciated. It's just that you didn't really change anything. Like if I'm trying to get you to somewhere, let's say you have an event to go to, right? And I say I'm going to help you get there on time. But let's say we drive for about 2-3 hours to get to this place and you end up missing the event. I did not help you get there on time. I would have spent 2 or 3 hours of my time driving, probably in traffic and whatnot, but I would have wasted my time because of the fact that despite me trying to get you there on time, you weren't there on time. And that's what I feel like the waste of time thing is again, to some people, I feel like I shouldn't have used waste of time because it makes it sound like if your time wasn't worth anything, right? Your time is worth something. It's just that despite all the effort you put in, the outcome remained unchanged.
All right, so let me jump in here at this particular time and throw in a couple of things for your thoughts. I think in order for us to come to some reasonable conclusion on this, it has to do with our definition of helping. And the definition I gave you is this. To help is to make it easier or possible for someone in need to do something by offering your services or resources. That's the definition I gave. And let me give it again. To help, and this is dictionary definition. The dictionary definition is to make it easier or possible for someone, and I put in need, to do something by offering your services or resources. That's the definition. If that is the definition, then Joshua, your definition of help is different. Because in your definition of help, Joshua, somewhere there you have to put in the word succeed or success. But is helping really succeeding? Helping really is a process. It's not an end result. So actually what I'm saying, Joshua, is that I, like some of the others, I'm disagreeing with you. I understand your position. But helping, nowhere in the definition talks about the end result. It says to make it easier or possible for someone in need to do something. If I help you, I'm making it easier for you. All right? I'm offering you my services or resources. You may not, the end result may not be what you desired, the outcome. But what about things? Helping has to do with effort. What I do, that's what helping is. It's an effort. In some cases, that effort is a sacrifice. And that's what most people are saying. I sacrifice my time. I must have helped. My effort is a help. Your end result may not have been achieved, but the energy that I put in is my energy to help. That is what I offer to you. I offer my help. I offer my energy. I offer my resource. I offer my service. And so because your definition includes the outcome, that's where the contention lies. But as I said, nowhere in the definition it says to make it easier for someone to succeed or to get someone to that place of success or to take them to their destination. If I have a headache and I take a tablet and the tablet eases the pain, the headache didn't go, but the tablet helped. It helped me. If you are doing some work and I come and as we say, I put my hands in it, I have made it easier for you because the definition says to make it easier or possible. I have made it easier, therefore I have helped you. Your concentration, based on what you said, is the end result. And if we only concentrate on the end result, then nobody would be helping anybody, but only a few people would get help. Because not everybody can take you to that end result at that end place. Not everybody can do that for you, but people can help you. If I have a problem, I have an issue, and I come and say, son, this thing is bothering me, something is bothering me and thing, And they say, Daddy, let's talk. And I talk to you about it, and I talk and I talk. The problem still exists, but I feel better that I've spoken to you. You've helped me. And maybe in your helping, I can now go and deal with the issue. But you didn't get me to the dealing with the issue. You put me in a frame of mind where I am now able to deal with the matter. So you've helped me. You have made it easier or possible for me to deal with my issue. So that's it. That's the difference. And simply put, your definition of helping and the definition that has been given, the difference is the end game, the end result, because you see helping only as coming to that place of completion. But helping could be a process along the way. I may be able to get you to that end result. I may be able to find the keys for you or help you find the key. But the process of me doing that is my helping you. So when I offer to help you, I offer to help you to look. I offer to help you to, for example, with the example you gave for the entrepreneur, you went to school and you did all that. If you do not become an entrepreneur, are you saying that your school work didn't help? The education that you got did not help you? Of course it has helped you. In fact, it has helped you to broaden your horizon so you can choose to be, if entrepreneurship didn't work out, you could be something else, so you could go on to work. But it helped you. It brought you to that place where you can make a decision. So, having said that, my position is that helping is that process by which I make it easier or possible for someone in need to do something by offering myself, my services, my resources, something. That's how I see it. Now, it's not good for a father to take a different position to his son, but it's a good thing. It's good because it means you're thinking. And you may still not agree with me. And that's fine. That's fine too. But that is the position in my mind where helping is. Yes? So any questions, anybody? Comments, anybody?
Dr. Richards,
Mm-hmm.
let me just say something, right? Right, and I don't want it to come across any kind of way, but I'm saying, basically you are saying what I am saying, right? And I feel like I didn't, I may not have brought it across properly in the way that I would have wanted it to come across. But basically what I'm saying is, in my definition, right, I'm not saying that it has to be 100% successful, right? I'm saying that there must be some level of change, even if it's small. So with the headache, right? If I take a tablet for a headache and the headache eases up, but the headache is still there, then yes, the tablet did help because it changed the outcome, right? Without the tablet, the headache would have still been bad, right? But because of the tablet's intervention, the outcome was altered, not completely, but it was altered, right? So and with the school, if I go to school specifically to become an entrepreneur, right, and I don't become an entrepreneur, right, the school, I would say, it didn't help me to become an entrepreneur. It didn't help in that regard. It may have helped me understand how to become an entrepreneur, but it didn't help me become an entrepreneur because I didn't get through with being an entrepreneur and owning a business. So there must be and even with in a situation, right, where let's say an individual is caught in a car crash, right, and they are very, very badly wounded and they're bleeding out and stuff like that, and they're going to die for sure if they don't get to the hospital. And they make it to the hospital and the surgeons operate on them, but they end up being paralyzed from the neck down. In that situation, they help the person because the person would have been worse off without that surgeon's intervention, right? It wasn't changed 100% in that they were able to walk away and they were able to be 100% recovered, but their situation is still better off than it would have been without the intervention of the surgeon. So that's what I'm saying. If you help someone, your intervention has to alter the outcome, even if it's a little bit, even if it's slightly, right? So if I'm trying to find money, I'm trying to find $1,000, and we look for that $1,000 and we find 500, you helped me because without your intervention, I would not have found that $500. So the outcome, it's still in the result. It's just I feel like I made it seem like it needs to be 100% successful, and it doesn't need to be 100% successful. It just need to change the outcome, even if it is in a small or big way. And I see Sister Janet Thomas.
And I hear you before Sister Janet, and I hear you, but I still want to differ on one point in terms of changing the outcome, even in a slight way. If I put my effort into doing something with you, And even if we don't get the outcome or there's no change, doesn't mean that I have not helped. The helping is my effort. What you're talking about is success. Did my help enable you to succeed? We may not have accomplished success, but my effort is my help. To you, because there's been no change, you feel that you are saying that there's no help. There's no difference. I'm saying, but I helped you. I put in all this effort, all this energy. I made this sacrifice. We may not be able to move, but you see, we may not have been able to move the thing forward. But I did come and put in an effort, and the effort is what I'm calling help. Once I intervene, then I would have helped. My help may not have been enough to make a dent, but I did help. So when I'm trying to do this, an idea just came to my head and it just flew back right back out. Okay, when it comes back, it just came in and it just went back out again. These things happen sometimes. All right, so what I'm saying is, don't, there's a word I'm looking for now, the word is going to, don't discount, let me use the word discount, people's effort because you weren't able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Don't discount it and say that person did not help. That person did help. The help did not cause you to succeed, but their effort is what is deemed help. All right? So again, just before Sister Janet, the definition to make it easier or possible for someone in need to do something by offering your services or resources, by offering your services or resources. Okay, Sister Janet?
Okay, Minister Joshua, you know, when you lost that key, when you go looking for that key, you might feel a bit stressed. And don't you think when you have people assisting you, you know, the stress might ease off, the stress might ease. So I believe someone or others assisting you, causing your stress to be relieved a bit. I think that is a way of helping you also. Helping you by causing your stress to be relieved a bit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. So we can still continue to debate this, and Joshua, I understand your position. And I respect your position on it. It's just that we have a slightly different based on what you've said, way of looking at it, or different definitions of this thing called help. Now, when we talk about the ministry of help, which everyone really should be a part of, the ministry of help is really giving relief and support, which is what helping is. Giving relief and support. You get relief by my support. I'm relieving you, making your burden easier by my helping you. I may not even know what you want to accomplish, but because I'm there supporting you and encouraging you, I'm helping. I'm helping you. I'm giving you relief and I'm giving you that support. And so sometimes helping might be not a physical thing. It might be a listening ear. It might be a hug, which I love, a smile, spending time with somebody. All these things are ways to help. But it must be related to what the person needs. It must be related to what the person, it's not always a physical thing. You know, there's a story of some Boy Scouts who they were having this meeting, and everybody, you know, Boy Scouts supposed to be doing good things, good deeds, right? So they were given a report on the good deeds that they did, and one boy put up his hand, and they said, okay, yes. They said, well, me and he called the names of 4 other boys. 5 of us helped this old lady to cross the road. And everybody started clapping and thing. And the scoutmaster asked, okay, but why did it take 5 of you to help the lady cross the road? And he said, because she didn't want to go. So helping is not just doing something. It has to be related to what the person needs. The lady didn't want to cross the road, but they helped her across. So it has to be related to the person that you're helping. It must put them in a better position. It must help them in some way, whether the better position is psychologically, mentally, or somely. That's how you help. Your effort must be to get that person to a place of a better position. Yeah, we're going to have to stop here for tonight. And we'll continue tomorrow, God's willing, on this all-important topic of health, ministry of health. Any question quickly before I close off? Are we good?
Yes, Dr. Richard.
All right.
Yes, he comments. I'm agreeing with you, Dr. Richard.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Again, you may not agree with my definition and my explanation of health, but I want you to consider it. And that's for Joshua as well. I want you to consider it. And when we come back tomorrow evening, if you still want further explanation or you feel that there's something else to be said, please feel free. All right, we will talk about it some more. So God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. I'm handing back over to Minister Joshua.